What's going on, everybody? So this is just going to be a quick, honest review of the Nomad and how I kind of see it. This ship will be given away with game package and LTI, so stick around to the end of the video to find out more about that. The Nomad is made by Consolidated Outland. It is one of the more unique looking ships in the verse. It's got a lot of sharp angles on it, so don't poke your eyeballs out. It is listed as a light freight vehicle. I would consider this on a, I would say would consider this a starter ship, but on the upper end of the starter ships. It does hold 24 SKU of cargo, which can be loaded from the ship's tractor beam. As far as ship tractor beams go, this one ain't too bad. You'll definitely want to lower the bed down so you can load it more easily. It is a little tricky getting the boxes in there, but there's definitely ships with tractor beams in worse spots than this one. Okay, and the Nomad can also hold ground vehicles. Pretty much anything the size of a tumbrel and smaller is what's going to fit in this thing. Now, the ship does have a tendency when you're lifting up the bed to want to push the vehicles out, no matter the size that they are. So you may have to get a little clever in parking them to make sure that by the time it gets to the top that it doesn't push your vehicle outside. The Nomad does have grav lev tech, so it never actually sits on the ground. So you'll want to try to make smooth landings. This does have a tendency to nose forward when you land if you hit too hard, causing that front weapon mount to break off. So you want to come in smooth for this one. Speaking of the weapons, the Nomad comes with 3 Panthers, which are size 3 guns. It has 8 size 2 missiles that can be fired in volleys of 4. It also has 3 size 1 shields. So this ship is perfectly capable of doing MRTs and even HRTs if you're feeling real froggy. Your results may vary, but you can comfortably do MRTs. Okay, and then when you enter the ship, there is only one way inside of it. You climb up the ladder, and on the right, you'll have a push button to send down the back lift with a little window here. That's not an exit, that's just a see out. And then around the corner, you'll have component accesses. And then keep following the room around, you'll have a... it's not really a bathroom, it's mostly just a closet with a toilet in it. And then coming back around here, you'll have a suit locker. Okay, then you have the living quarters, which does remind me a lot of a camper van, and I don't really consider that a bad thing. I actually like the way it looks in here. You got a little plant, you got your little kitchen, you have this little stool that'll pop out. You have your bed, so you can bed log from the ship, so no more having to run across stations or cities. And the rest of your components are also in this room in the ceiling. And this is a bit of an older ship at this point, so with the new updates and changes, there's not a place for batteries or life support currently that I can see access to. So I would probably expect sometime in the future, no idea when, that this ship would be updated as far as components, life support batteries, and fire extinguisher replacement and things like that. Okay, so then we can jump into the cockpit of the Nomad, and it actually has a really good field of view. There's not a lot of obstructions in the way, so you're not going to have any problems flying this or landing it. For the MFDs, they do go across this one row right here, which I actually like how they're laid out, and then you have a heads-up display. And I think this is more what I would call a new player-friendly display, since now that we have the new MFD updates, not everything is exactly in the same place on every ship, even among the same brands. For a new player, this heads-up display is going to give you a lot of important information that may be in a little bit of obscure locations on other ships. So if you're a new player coming in, I think this is a really good ship to learn with. Okay, so the Nomad does have a size 1 quantum jump drive. And what that means currently in this patch is size 1s, no matter the brand of the quantum drive, they're going to go the same speed and have the same fuel efficiency. What matters for how far you can go is how big your ship's fuel tank is. On the Nomad, it has a 0.7 SKU quantum fuel tank. So you'll be able to jump pretty much anywhere in the Stanton system, with the exception of a couple places outside of the planetary orbits, depending on where you're coming from. Alright, so I'd really like to get this ship pack to someone who does not already have the game. So if you're wanting to play Star Citizen but been on the fence about it, or you know someone that you want to get into the game, send them this video and just leave a comment saying I'm new, and we'll pick a random person this Friday, October 25th. And if you want to help support the channel, I'm going to leave some links in the description so you can go check that out. Okay, I appreciate you. Y'all have a good one.